33rd episode of the Blue Rafflesia. I have been hit, shouted Sau. What? Schulz responded in shock. Yes, something, an arrow or whatever it is, has struck my chest. Wait a minute, I can't breathe. Help me, help. No further sound came from Mr. Sau, the sharpshooter of the unofficial team that had been roaming the dense jungles of North Sentinel Island for the past 7 to 10 days, searching for the elusive Blue Rafflesia plant. They had wandered endlessly through the deep forest, but without success. The terrain was impenetrable. Every step brought a new obstacle. Towering prehistoric trees with thick, pale trunks rose high above, their canopies dense with tangled foliage. Beneath them sprawled a tangled layer of shrubs, creepers, and mid sized plants. The deeper they venture from the coast, the more the forest transformed, its character darkening, its silence deepening. Yet, astonishingly, they had found no sign of the infamous Sentinelese tribe, renowned for their hostility toward outsiders and their fierce protection of the island's isolation. No animal life stirred around them. No birds, no mammals, no reptiles. The jungle lay under a haunting pin drop silence, disturbed only by the occasional rush of wind that whispered through the trees. No scientific expeditions had ever been permitted here to preserve the untouched world of the Sentinelese. Even the most seasoned explorers dared not enter these depths, knowing well the deadly risk. This very little was known of the island's flora and fauna. Whatever this team was witnessing was pure first hand discovery by outsiders. Skulch, the survival specialist and leader, rushed to Sau's side, but when he reached him, he could find no pulse. He is dead, Skulls announced grimly. What? The rest of the team cried out in disbelief. Dr. Johnson, the geologist, an expert on uranium and known for his calm demeanor, stood frozen, shaking his head in shock. Just then, three more arrows flew from the shadows, striking down the three Andamanese guides who had accompanied them. The guides had come to help the foreign explorers navigate the forbidden island and possibly open it to limited ecotourism. Their dreams ended in an instant. All three lay lifeless, arrows pierced through their chests. Now only Sculch and Johnson remained. They scrambled for cover behind the thick trunk of an ancient tree, desperate to locate the source of the fatal arrows. But as they crouched in fear, unaware of what lurked nearby, a creature with four legs and long, powerful incisors crept towards them from behind. It was a mother wild boar, fiercely protective of her newborns. The humans had unknowingly entered her nesting ground. Schulz heard a rustle, the sound of charging footsteps. He glanced back and saw the boar rushing straight at them. Johnson, get ready, he whispered sharply. He spun around, drew his rifle, and fired. The shot missed. The enraged boar did not slow. It thundered toward them, unafraid. Climb the tree, Skulls shouted. If you want to leave, climb now. Before he finished the sentence, Skulch had already thrown down his rifle and begun scrambling up the tree. He knew such weapons were useless in this unforgiving wilderness. Johnson hesitated for a moment, paralyzed by fear, but quickly realized Skull's instincts were right. He followed, climbing frantically until both men had reached the higher branches. Below, the boar paused, seeing that her intruders had fled and her babies were safe. She turned back towards her nest. The two men shied in relief, but just as they caught their breath, a large snake, disturbed by their intrusion, struck Johnson on the head. The serpent had long made this tree its home, sensing new alien creatures invading its space. It lashed out in defense. Johnson never stood a chance. The venomous bite was fatal. He fell from the branches, lifeless, before he hit the ground. Now Skulch was alone. Though he had survived countless ordeals in his career, this restless chain of events shattered his confidence. The island seemed alive, angry, vengeful, and determined to erase every intruder who dared set foot upon it. With this, we finish the episode number 33 of the novel The Blue Rafflesia, authored and narrated by Dr. Mrinmoy Mujumdar. So I finished this episode now, and hopefully I'll start the 34th episode in the next week. Till then, if you like the story, please like, share, and subscribe. If you find something to comment about that story, kindly comment it so that I can improve. Thank you. See you next week.